Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Vision Quest Astrology. This is Kyle, and I just want to sit down and have some real talk with you guys about astrology. Congrats everyone, pat on the back, clap clap. We made it through another year. We are in 2018. I don't know about you guys, but the new year started off with some really good energy. It's got a good oomph to it, and I'm excited. One of the few things I want to talk about in this video is just going to be some of the current transits we're going to be going through in the next year that are going to have a lot of big impacts, things to pay attention to, and stuff like that. So let's hop right into it. One of the biggest things that's appearing to me for the next year, two of the biggest things I want to say are we have Jupiter in Scorpio and we have Saturn newly in Capricorn. And you know, I kind of think of Jupiter and Saturn as the middle planets up in the sky. You know, they're not too slow like the inner planets either, so you're kind of really steeping with them and you feel their effects as kind of like the themes that color the year or two that they're transiting. The last like 4 or 5 years we've had kind of an aspect or a few aspects between several planets that kind of color the whole year. And from what I'm looking at, we don't really have one of those this year. But what we do have, like I said, is Jupiter in Scorpio, Saturn in Capricorn, and we also have both Venus and Mars are going to be retrograde this year. So to have both Venus and Mars going retrograde in the same year, and there's a little bit of time between the two, but not too far. You look at what retrogrades mean, right? You know, we go through Mercury retrograde anywhere from 3 to 4 times a year. All the other planets are doing their retrograde dance, but Venus and Mars don't retrograde quite as often as the other planets do. It's their timing for whatever reason is a little bit off. They march to the beat of their own drum. And so to have both of them going retrograde this year, look at what Venus represents, look at what Mars represents, and really pay attention to the houses that Mars and Venus are going to be retrograding in your chart. Because that's going to show you ultimately where those energies and what those planets are representing in those signs, where that's going to show up for you personally. And always know that, as always with any retrograde, especially with Mars, Mars is all about action and initiation and that fire and us getting our shit done. So whenever Mars is retrograde for those couple of months, definitely make sure that you are slowing down and that you're not pile driving your way through life by any means. You're not just trying to, because during a Mars retrograde, that's not going to happen. There's going to be those setbacks. There's going to be things you're going to have to redo. There's going to be, you want to have some evaluation before jumping into anything that's very action oriented, to say the least. And then of course with Venus, your relationships and your values and matters of the heart really come up during a retrograde like that. And you're going to be, especially that one being in Scorpio, Libra, very relational signs. That one's going to be pretty monumental for that one. So definitely be looking out. It will come up. So yeah, you guys, that's really the big ones that are coming up that I'm noticing and paying attention to this year, is these retrogrades: Jupiter in Scorpio, Saturn in Capricorn, Venus retrograde, Mars retrograde, the eclipses we have coming up. And those stood out to me, but none of like the major aspects is normal. So again, that further emphasizes to me that this really is a year of a clean slate. We just spent the last 3 years with Saturn and Sagittarius, and it was a really big time. It was very monumental for a lot of people, no matter where Saturn may have been transiting for you. It was a very big transit. And so we are starting a new cycle after the last 3 to 4 years of a lot of the same similar aspects that were going on, and we are truly getting a fresh slate, getting a clean start to invest ourselves and our time and our energy in whatever we want to be doing. And so I feel like these aspects and these transits that I'm seeing are important this year are, where are you investing yourself and your time and your energy, and to be very aware of where you are. Who are you investing your time and your energy into? Where and what? And just to be aware of these things and to make sure that you are placing stock ultimately in yourself. And if it's going to be in relationships, make sure that it's relationships that are really beneficial to your life, and that these are relationships you want to nurture. And if it's jobs and career stuff, make sure it's stuff that's really lining up with your heart and with your passions. And as far as your creative projects might go, ones that are really truly speaking to you and that resonate with your artistic vision. So whatever, again, whether it's creativity, whether it's work, it's relationships, all the different things we deal with in life, be true to yourselves, guys. Be true to yourselves. These are aspects and transits that are speaking to me of authenticity, of truth, of value-based awareness. Value yourselves, people. So that's what I'm getting out of the astrology for 2018. It's a clean slate. The year is off to a really good start already. I'm wishing you all the happiest and best year absolutely possible. And until soon, you guys, happy transiting.